Hello, good morning, everyone. So welcome to our daily briefing. So today is 5th October, which is Tuesday. So let us start our briefing by taking a recap on previous important economic data. So the first one is Switzerland inflation rate year on year September. The previous is 0.9%, and the forecast is 1.1%, and actual is same as the previous 0.9%, but it is lower than the forecast. So this is not like really a good news for Swiss francs. Then we go to the next one is US factory orders month August. Okay, so previous is 0.7%, the forecast is 1%, and the actual is 1.2%, which is slightly higher than the forecast. So this is actually a good news, a good important economic data for US dollar. But we take a look on the market graph here, we can see that the US dollar, it went down last night instead of went up. So this, we can see that this important economic data doesn't really affect much to the US dollar index. And then we go to the next part of our daily briefing today is previous day market volatility recap for gold. It rise 210 pips last night. So let us read the factor. So let's see that what happened on the gold market last night. Okay, so gold prices rose to a high in more than a week on Monday, and weaker US dollar and risk aversion in the stock market boosted demand for gold. So we can see that why the gold rise 210 pips last night, because of the weakening US dollar and also the risk aversion in the stock market. So that's why the gold rise. Okay, so we go to the next one is WTI crude oil. It rise 260 pips last night. So what happened on the crude oil? So let us read the factor here. So US oil once rose more than 3%, hitting a 7-year high to $78.38 per barrel. So previously, OPEC Plus, formed by the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC, and Russia's oil producing allies, so confirmed that it will adhere to the current production policy due to a rebound in demand. Despite some countries require increased production, so they are remain at the current production, so that doesn't increase the production. But we can see that the global demand for WTI crude oil is getting higher and higher. It is actually a good news for WTI crude oil. So maybe the price will go up further to hit $80 per barrel. So in no time, maybe. Okay, so we just stay for the WTI crude oil news. Okay, and then we go to the next part of our briefing today. So it's which important economic data we have to focus on today. So when in Asia section, we have to focus on this RBA interest rate decision, which is actually this important economic data was announced like 25 minutes ago. Okay, so let us take a look on this RBA. Okay, so Reserve Bank of Australia interest rate decision, previous is 0.1%, forecast same, and also the actual, they remain their interest rate at 0.1%. So actually this doesn't really affect much to the AUD USD. We can see that here it doesn't really affect much because they didn't change, or but they maybe they will taper their, tighten their monetary policy in no time. Okay, so we go to the next one is EU section. So when come to EU section, we have to focus on these important economic data. So let us take a look on the first one. So UK market CIPS composite PMI final September. So previous is 54.1. The forecast is also same 54.1. The data release time is at 4:30 later. So if higher than expected reading should be taken as positive or bullish for the GBP, while lower than expected reading should be taken as negative for the GBP. And then the next one is US market CIPS UK services PMI final September. So the previous and forecast same at 54.6. So the data release time is same 4:30 later. Okay, so if higher than expected reading should be taken as positive for the pound, while lower than expected reading should be taken as negative for the pound. Okay, then we go to US session tonight. Okay, so these are the important economic data we have to focus on at tonight. But we have to take a look on the first, this one first. So the ECB, Euro Central Bank President Lagarde speech at 11 o'clock. So if any one of your clients are trading any trading instrument regarding the euro dollar, they have to take note on this they have to focus on this time, so which is 11 o'clock at tonight. Okay, so let us take a look on the first one, the first important US session economic data. So which is the US balance of trade August. So previous is negative 70.1 billion and the forecast is negative 70.5 billion. And the schedule is at 8:30 tonight. So if higher than expected reading should be taken as positive for the USD, while lower than expected reading should be taken as negative for the USD. Then we go to the next one is Canada balance of trade August. So previous is 0.78 billion and the forecast is 0.35 billion, which is like a lot high, a lot lower than the previous one. So the schedule is same as the previous one at 8:30 tonight. So if higher than expected reading should be taken as positive for the cat, while lower than expected reading should be taken as negative for the cat. Then we go to the last important US session economic data of today. So which is the US ISM non-manufacturing PMI September. So the previous is 61.7. The forecast is just at 60, which is slightly lower than the previous one. So the schedule is at 10 o'clock tonight. And if higher than expected reading should be taken as positive for the USD, while a lower than expected reading should be taken as negative for the USD. And then we go to the last part of our daily briefing today is the market update for gold. So the resistance level of today is 1774, which is same as the yesterday. Okay, but the support level is slightly higher than the yesterday. So yesterday is 1749, but today is 1755. So my personal opinion for today is still, I will take it as a bullish, same as yesterday, bullish again. Okay, so let us rate the factors here why I will take it as a bullish. So the US dollar recorded a 3-day losing streak on Monday, falling back on a 1-year high hit last week. So traders are paying attention to the US employment data to be released this Friday, okay, which is the NFP, okay, so to find clues to the Fed's next move. After the gold price bottom out and recover, so bottom out and recover, which is saying this part, okay, bottom out and recover on Monday and close up. So it temporarily closed those checkers of the trend line. So this is the daily trend line here, okay, so which may be expected to lay the foundation for further rises in the future. So pay attention to the US September ISM non-manufacturing PMI data and the August trade balance data. So that's all for our briefing today. So wish you have a good day and see you again. Bye bye.